Hello, everybody. How you doing? What is going on, my yum yums? I hope you're all doing well this evening. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Mm, Finally get my hot tea, and we're ready to go. How's everybody doing out there? Hopefully, you guys are all doing okay this evening. Let me go back up here. I saw some. Let's see. Okay. Let me check out. Star some folks up that have already put in a little questions. Let's see. Okay. So if you would like a question, do make sure just put 3 hearts by it so I see it in the chat. And I'm not going in any particular order, just however I see them. I've already got a couple of folks with their own questions in. Let's see. I'm not really going in any particular order, just as I see the 3 hearts in chat, I'll go. If I'm going through and I miss you, I'm going to be on here for a couple hours this evening. But let's see a little bit. Got you, Susie Q. How are you doing? If you, by the way, if you are not a member and you are a mod, if you are able to type in here, you can ask your questions. So you know whatever goes. What is the deal with the YouTube names? They keep going back and forth between regular chat names and then these at blah 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 whatever. What the hell is going on there? Hmm? Oh, we got Hops in the house. Let's see. See, here's Hops right there. All right, well, Hops, we'll start out with you. Let's find out about the hot gym guy. Let's see. Hold on. Pin here so I can mark this down. Hops on Pisces. To bro, we're gonna do your read at 3:14 pie time. Hops, the hot gym crush wanting to make a move towards me. Will we date or someone else? Let's find out about the hot gym guy. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm trying to get everybody started up here with their questions. All right. Hot gym guy. What's going to be happening with the hot gym guy and Senorita Yoga Pants over here? What is going to be happening with the hot gym guy and Yoga Pants? We got the 7 of Wands, Page of Wands, 8 of Wands, 3 of Coins, Nine of Swords, and underneath the bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands in reverse. I think it's going to be someone else. This person is defensive. They're guarded for some reason, and they're really concerned about work. Page of Wands. They want to keep things light, flirty, fun. They'll, joke around with you, whatever. 4 of Cups. It appears that this person is going to miss their opportunity. 8 of Wands. They they're a little locked in their head about something. What the hell is going on with this guy? I don't see anything coming from it, Hops. I'm sorry to say. Um, this and Six of Swords. There's moving on to, calmer waters. There's something going on with this person. Why? What? Why does this person not like yoga pants? Why does this person not like yoga pants? What is going on with this person? He likes hops, but apparently he's got an issue with the pants. What is going on with this person outside of this? Chariot, Ace of Swords, Two of Cups. Eight of Swords, King of Cups. He's got somebody else. Lovers underneath the bottom of the deck. This person is guarded because of either they have somebody else or they have love for somebody else. There's somebody heavy in their energy, and they might be thinking about moving. If this person said they were single, they lied. If they said they weren't thinking about anything and they weren't betrothed or whatever, they lied. They're really in their head about this and kind of defensive. This may have been something that ended. Did it? What happened? Strength. Somebody was getting a lot of attention, either them or somebody else, and kind of waiting on their ships to come in, and they were kind of fending that relationship off. But for whatever reason, that relationship is still in their energy. You've got the card of the choice here, and with the Six of Wands coming out, not to mention the Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, whatever it was they had going on, they were thinking of it in long terms. Like they were thinking about marriage and, the whole 9 yards. But they're defensive in their head and still caught up in whatever that is. I'm sorry to say. You could be dealing with an air sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini. What was their sign, Hops? I bet you it's either air or water. I don't know. That person's got a ton of energy still tied up into whatever that is. Aquarius, yeah. They've got a lot of air showing up there. I don't know. I think that person is a little guarded. I mean, even if they're out of something, they're still thinking about it. I mean, they're really in their head. So, womp womp. I'm sorry, Hops. Don't worry. Somebody will make the yoga pants bendy. They will. They will. They will. Okay? Trust me on that. That is what I've got for you at House of Pisces Tarot. My friends, if y'all have not checked her channel out, please do so. Give her a follow and a holler. All right, let me look and see what else we've got going on here. I don't know if I missed anybody. Y'all just gonna have to work with me on that. If I miss questions, I'm reading. Little bit. Is that your question? I am doing absolutely fantastic. My arms are a little sore because I worked out. Gumbo is well fed. I am well rested and well fed myself. And I may have to stop every couple of minutes to go pee because I've been drinking a ton of lemon water. I don't know what that @ symbol thing is. I keep seeing it pop up, and not only here, but in different channels as well. All right, this is basically a Q&A for my members and mods. If you're able to type in the chat and you're not a member of the channel, you can put a question in as well. Like I said, I've got, I think, 10 or 11, marked here, but I'm going to go through. I'm not really doing them in any particular order. So, let's see. Next up, we've got Delaney. Delaney, we're doing your read at 12:13. 12 minutes, 13 seconds. What we got? Anything general, please, JoJo. All right. What's coming up for Delaney? What is coming up for Delaney? What we got going? What does Delaney need to know? 5 of coins in the reverse. We've got the Queen of coins in the reverse. Hanged Man. Hermit. Judgment. Knight of coins. Justice. Queen of Cups underneath the bottom of the deck. 9 of coins. Turn that frown upside down, Charlie Brown. You hang on. Is this Delaney or someone else? Is that Delaney? Ace of Pentacles, yes. Wherever it was that you felt left out in the cold, don't give up on it. It may even feel financial. Maybe there was a financial lack or some kind of setback of some kind. That is going to turn around. It's going to be slow, but you need to be patient. It may feel like things are stuck and stagnant at this time, but the Justice card tells me here that it will be set right. In the meantime, you need to go within and look at yourself and have love for yourself. It's like something, I mean, this could be romantic, but at the same time, there's an awful lot of pentacles there and no cups. You are going to come out looking good, feeling good, smelling good. This is a card of being self-content and happy. We do have the Queen of Cups here, but there's something about feeling left out in the cold. Something is going to return to you that had you a little twisted. It's going to take a little time, but you are going to get your justice. In the meantime, it was put in your path to... The universe throws little things at us sometimes to test us, to see if we're ready, to push our buttons in a sense. And it's rather annoying. It's irritating. But that's exactly what this is trying to do, is get you to look at why you were upset about whatever this is, whether it was a person or a financial situation. Um, you are going to get your justice. I think there is emotion involved in this. Tell me about that hermit. Is that Delaney? No. Uh, so if this was romantic in context, somebody realizes they made a mistake and they are keeping an eye on you. You know, asking family, friends, checking out your Instagram, your Facebook page, getting tarot readings, whatever. Somehow somebody is getting information on you, and I think the outcome is going to be favorable, but that is also a card of being single. So whether this is financial or in love, you've got something coming back around where you thought you were left out in the cold. Long overdue payout that has tested me for the past 8 years. You are going to get your justice. You are going to have your opportunity. Whatever the payout is you're looking for, it's taken a long time, but it is going to come through. I think you're going to be very satisfied with the outcome. Somebody might be, uh, trying to figure things out, whether this is, a legal situation or whatever. Somebody is gathering the information on you that it's going to come out in your favor. So there you go, Miss Delaney. That is what I have for you. Thank you so much for your membership. Thank you for all the love and support. I do greatly appreciate it. It just, you know, it makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. It really, really does. Speaking of warm fuzzy, let me tell you something. Right before I did this, I was downstairs getting my tea. I was feeding Gumbo, going through the motion of everything. I walked outside and I saw my neighbor out there with her little one. They were wandering outside, and he had dragged out all his toys, and just playing around him. He's only 2. He just turned 2 at the beginning of the summer, and she pointed out that he wanted to drag all his toys out because he was showing them to the rainbow. And off behind, up our street, this huge rainbow. It's absolutely gorgeous. Really, really was. And I know where the end of it was. When we can get done answering questions, JoJo's got a shovel. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm-mm. You are very welcome, Mr. Lenny. Thank you. I greatly appreciate all you guys. I don't know if I'm going to get to everybody this evening, but I'm going to try. I'm only going to be on here for a couple of hours. I will be doing another members Q&A this week. It might be this weekend, but I am going to be doing another one very, very soon. So, and if any of y'all are kings or queens, do send me an email so that I can get your private read set up if you are on that level. Hello, Shrek. What is going on, brother? I recognize the picture. All right. See what else we got going on here. Terry, the Boo Boo, GG Gumby Girl. GG Gumby G. All right, Terry, we're doing your question at 20 minutes, 10 seconds. What do we got for Mr. Terry? Whatever comes out. Ever comes out for Terry. Yeah, there was a big one out there. It was a huge rainbow. Almost doubled, where it goes through the spectrum and then starts on the colors again. It was really pronounced. What have we got for Caribou? We have the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Swords, ooh, 10 of Coins, 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, got the Star, Knight of Cups, and the Hierophant. And we have the 4 of Swords underneath the bottom of the deck. Well, you have a brand new beginning here, Miss Terry. You got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords. This is going to be kind of sudden, kind of quick. Somebody is coming in to heal things or fix things. This may very well be a wish fulfillment, but there is a Knight of Cups here and 2 of Cups and the Hierophant with the 4 of Swords. Somebody sitting back, taking a minute, healing. Tell me more about this. We got the Empress, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. There you are. 3 of Pentacles, Judgment, 4 of Wands, 8 of Cups, Ace of Swords, 3 of Wands. Somebody is going to try to come back around after leaving to speak their truth. They were going after... Somebody has a lot of love for you. But there could have been a third party here. Now, that third party could have been work. It could have been, friends, family, kids. It could have been an Xbox, whatever. But there is... somebody is going to be calling judgment. I say that. What's the Ace of Swords? What is that truth about? Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. So somebody's worried about somebody was busy or moving really, really slow because they were trying to improve their fortune. When the Wheel of Fortune, somebody could have been getting their karma too. If somebody walked away from you, don't think that they're not getting their karma, because they are. But you do not need to wait on that. You listen, it's our job to forgive and do things. Apparently this might have been pretty painful too, because this person really had affection for you, and I think that y'all were thinking that this was going to be something solid, stable. Now, this person may very well come back, but if they come back, I think it's going to cause a little bit of an issue. Hang on, what's the outcome of this? Justice. So you are going to be moving things on to calmer waters. It takes a lot of strength. Oh, this person is not going to be happy about this. Page of Cups. Somebody is going to try to come back and apologize. But I honestly think you've already learned your lesson. You're going to be holding back here. You're going to be holding back, being a little defensive and on guard, because it took a lot of strength for you to move on from this person. And I think you're going to be a little weary about it. But you are going to get your justice for some kind of fight, some kind of argument or drama. Somebody is going to come apologize. Excuse me. But from there, I think it's going to be your decision. I'd be very careful. If somebody's already shown you their true colors, be leery of that. Be very leery of that. I think you're going to stand in your power and do your own thing, boo-boo. Just be careful. But I think somebody is going to try to come back to try to heal things. I don't know if that's going to work. Because I think somebody's already shown you their true colors. Use your highest discernment and do be careful with folks like that. People that are just coming back in with a wand, breadcrumbing, or even love bombing. Just be leery of that, dear. All right. That is what I've got for you, Terry Bobo. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. All right, next up, we got FG. FG, we're doing your read this evening, sir, at 28:18. What do you got for FG? The T on whatever is coming in. Okay. So I'm going to go to the Kippers for you. What do we got for FG? We have mature woman, distant horizons, lovers, community, pathway. The number 6, 36, 15, 39, or 35 could be significant. Ooh, all of a sudden, I got a tickle in my throat. Somebody doesn't want me saying this, FG. What have you gotten yourself into? Mature woman, distant horizons, lovers, community, pathway. Your path is going to be altered. There's going to be somebody that you meet possibly at a distance or in the distant future. But I get the feeling it's more at a distance with this community card here. This is going to change your path. There may be some traveling involved, but this is going to transform your path. I don't know if you can see it, but there are little butterflies all over that pathway, which always symbolizes transformation. Look, marriage card underneath that. You getting booed up and hitched up, FG? You done found somebody at a distance that's going to be coming in. Somebody out of the community that is going to become your lover, thus changing your path. possibly even leading to marriage. If you wear a top hat, you will not be forgiven if I don't see a picture of it. That's just a personal side note. What is this for FG? You know what? I'm going to keep that one to you. Tell me about this mature woman. Oh, thank you so much, Delaney. I greatly appreciate that, baby doll. You didn't have to do that. But thank you so very much. Hold on. Thank you, dear. I really appreciate you. All right. Back up here to FG. Find out about this mature woman. Tell me about this for FG. We've got the Magician, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, the World card. Yeah, you could be communicating with this person online. Full card, High Priestess. Six of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Person could be a drinker. Somebody a little social. But I do think that there's going to be cause for celebration here. It looks like you are manifesting this, taking a leap of faith. You do have a couple here. The Queen and King of Swords. I know you're a Gemini. You be dealing with another air sign, a Virgo, an Aries, a Pisces. Can be any of the water signs, but I think this is someone who has a very strong intuition. This may even be your intuition that there is someone coming on the way. There is going to be some little offer of love. I think you are communicating with this person online, and will have to travel to them, and you will find something that is your match, that is equal with that Six of Pentacles there. And it does look like there is going to be celebration and travel again with Distant Horizon and Eight of Wands. I think you got love coming, brother. You got a match coming with someone who's just as spicy, just as much of a smartass. You about to meet your match, FG. This one's going to be able to sit your self down. Somebody's about to put you in your place, sir. But the thing is, they're a match for you. And I honestly think you've manifested this in. Either they're going to be taking a leap of faith towards you or you to them, but this is a brand new beginning of some kind. And I think you're going to have a strong intuition about this person. And it's going to start off where it needs to start off, at the beginning. Page of Cups. Now, the world can be, a cycle closing out. And I think you're just working right now. But with mature woman, Distant Horizons, lovers, community, is somebody in the community that you end up talking to from a distance first, and then things develop, and then I think we're ready to chit chat and ready to go. This could be altering your path. You could be, switching timelines, as it were, and it very well could lead to a higher level of commitment. Nice, nice, FG. Give me a timeline on this and any advice from the Moonology cards. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So we just had the new moon in Leo. Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. You've got Pisces season coming up in the spring. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. That would be in Cancer season. And underneath the bottom of the deck, conclusions are within reach. I think this is about you developing your own intuition and your own confidence. That's how you're going to end the cycle that you've been in. So I think this is the end of a cycle. It's you being fair. There's something coming in that's reciprocal. Somebody who's got just as much of a mouth as you do. Don't lie. You know what I'm talking about. It's a Gemini thing. It'll be all right. But you're going to have a strong intuition about this. It's going to start little. It's going to grow. And as it grows, celebration, travel. Again, you could be looking, it might be somebody you've already met with that new moon in Leo. If not, that will be next year. But you do have, what? Leo season, Cancer season, Pisces season. Wow. There you go, FG. Get it, brother? I think you're going to be meeting someone online who is your match. Nice. You're very welcome, FG. Thank you much. I appreciate your support, my man. All right. Get those put up. Get the cards a shuffle. Shuffle up this other deck as well. Queen Tiki Tarot, how are you doing, man? Kel's Blessed, welcome to the Yum Yums. Thank you for being here. Let me go back. And a little bit, I was just playing with you earlier. I do have your actual question on there, I believe. Where's the thing? All right, Kels, I got you down. Where's the... All right. Queen Tiki. I see sort of a semi-question for you. Let me know if that's actually what you want. Okay. I'm trying to kind of mark everybody as I go, but like I said, it's just in random order. If I see them, I'm going to star them on my end, and then it saves it and kind of puts it in a little bit of an order. A little bit. Yeah, when I went ahead and starred that Queen TQ, so when I pull it up, you just let me know. We'll figure it out. All right. A little bit. A little bit. We're doing your question at 41:31. Are there any messages from my angels and spirit guides? Six of Swords in the reverse. Strength. Three of Wands in the reverse. Four of Swords. King of Wands. Seven of Wands. Three of Queens. If you feel somebody pulling on your energy, or you still feel connected to something that made you feel very defensive, I don't know what this situation is. You could have been dealing with a Leo or a fire sign. I've got Earth here too, a little bit of air, and a little bit of fire. Um, Hang on, is this a little bit? Get this where I can see the chat. Yes. You got to let it go. You got to stop thinking about it. Stop asking about it. Stop spying on them. Stop looking at their Facebook page. Stop. You need to look for new opportunities. There's something that you just need to forgive and let go, and it takes a lot of strength to do this. But you have to take the authority. This would have been something that made you very defensive, and it's blocking your blessings. When you have new collaborations, you have new things to look forward to. There could have been a third party in this situation, but you need to just sit out a play or two, take a break, rest, take care of yourself, and you need to change up the energy of how you've been doing things, because it's blocking your victory. You're going to be getting a lot of attention. Nine of Wands, but you're guarded. I mean, you're going through a lot, and it's understandable. But Queen of Swords, this is making you almost unapproachable. I mean, the Queen of Swords she'll hear people out. She'll listen, right? But she's not the most lovey-dovey. She's not the, cozy, sweet. I mean, she's very intelligent. It's not that she's rude or anything, but people she's got a sword, and people aren't going to be approaching. If you're walking around town with a sword in your hand, not too many people are going to come out and say hello. You know what I mean? It kind of, your guard is up a little too high. And so you're going to have to move on from, obviously something hurt, something you had to have a lot of strength, but your ships are not coming in. You may just need to focus on work for a little while, focus on yourself, possibly even get help, maybe, therapist or whatever. And there's no shame in that. We all need help figuring out our emotions sometimes, but there is a need to heal things and change up your energy, because it's almost like you want the attention and you deserve attention. You do. But you got your wall up so high and a sword out because of something that hurt you. I mean, it could be childhood issues, it could be something from a past relationship. There's all kinds of things that can pop up with that kind of stuff. But we have to be mindful of our own energy. We have to be mindful of the things that we have to heal. And it can be hard to figure out sometimes. It can also be very frustrating. We can also get triggered by other people and soulmates that come into our lives. Something has set this off, but it's blocking your new opportunities. And there's a need to change up your energy in order to move forward, because the universe has got stuff ready for you. It does. And you might be trying to seek out new attention in order to, perhaps get revenge on somebody, haha, look, I'm with somebody else, blah, 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 blah. That's not the way to go about things. So there's a need here to be careful with that kind of energy. What's the advice for a little bit? The Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, ooh, Two of Cups, Two of Wands, okay, you are going to get there. There is going to be another relationship, but you need to balance yourself out. This is a matter of divine timing. The universe can only bring you what energy you're putting out. It can only, and remember, everything happens for you, not to you. So something could have been a very powerful lesson, possibly even a painful lesson. But the Wheel of Fortune will spin in your favor, but you've got to realize the truth. You've got to balance yourself out. And you've got to start at the beginning. Put the sword down. Be thankful for what you have. Be humble, but stand in your power at the same time. It's okay to have a little bit of ego, but there's something here that needs to be balanced about things. Your match is coming. It'll start out small and it will grow, and you may even have a choice in the matter, but you will get to your 10 of Cups. You'll have a lot of chemistry with someone as well, but there's a need to balance things out, and it might take a little divine timing. I get the feeling that there's some healing to do. It's almost like you're blocking this, because a Wheel of Fortune can be about divine timing as well. So just take it easy, breathe, figure out, look at any internal issues, because there's a lot of defensiveness here about either someone. It could have been a father figure. It could be, a past person. But there's something that you're hanging on to that you got to let go of. It's really throwing off your energy, and there's a need to heal and change up that energy to get out of that mode, because it's almost like, if we get hurt, we can feel it can mess with our it can mess with our self-worth. It can mess with our self-value. And that's why it's so important to heal, because it's almost like if you get into something else before you heal that, you're defensive and you got your shield up, and then you end up punishing people or carrying a sword around folks who didn't do anything to you, when it was something from your past, whether it was something from your parents, something from your community, or a past relationship. You're carrying an energy forward that doesn't need to be there, and it's kind of blocking your blessings a little bit. You need to put the sword down. Take a little nap, boo-boo. It'll be okay. It is. It can be fun. Might just take a little time, which I know nobody wants to hear. I know. I'm a Gemini. I'm impatient as well. It'll be all right, though. All right. Next. Let's see. Jen. What's going on, Bobo? We need to do your private reading here soon as well. Be sure and email me or hit me up on IG about that. What is going on right now that Jen needs to know? What is going on that Jen needs to know? What's happening? Okay. What you want me to use? Okay. Start out with the Kippers. What do we got for Jennifer? Not Jenny. Jen, if you're nasty. Okay, Jen. Look at them flipping. You have unexpected income, distant horizons, mature man, mature woman, main female, and marriage under that. Jen, you got a new boo thing coming in from a distance? You're about to be somebody's boo. You get hitched up? It's Miss Jenny Jojo. Jen, you changed your name to Miss Jenny Jojo? Well, not very sweet of you. Stop it. tell me about this mature man who's about to make a main, female, and apparently a bride out of our dear Miss Jenny JoJo. What do we got going on for Jin Jin? We've got the 8 of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. The Lovers. The Magician. 4 of Wands. Empress. Knight of Cups. And underneath the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Cups. This is somebody at a distance from you who is either you're manifesting them or they are manifesting you. This is going to make you very, very happy. 4 of Wands. This is something solid, stable, grounded, could definitely lead to a higher level of commitment. You have the Marriage card, the 4 of Wands, the Lovers. Just keep working on yourself. You could work with this person. This person might be helping you to level up as well. And you very well could have a choice. But you will have a love offer coming. Somebody really cares about you. There's somebody very genuine, very sweet. Very kind. Look at that. 2 of Cups underneath. Hierophant underneath that. Girl, check your ring size. You're going to need to know it. There's a very, very strong soul connection, but this is someone you talk to. You're going to know this person because they're at a distance. They are. I mean, I don't know what a distance is for you. That could be, one town over. It could be the next state over. It could be across country. It could be around the world. But there's something about this that helps you elevate into this Empress energy. You could be dealing with Scorpio, any of the water signs, Gemini, strong Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Leo. I think this person is going to be fairly well off too. Somebody might come into some money. The unexpected income could be an inheritance, a lottery win, playing a scratch off or something like that. But you do have a love offer coming in. This is going to be this is somebody that you have a lot of fun with. This is somebody that you're manifesting your happiness. You're manifesting something solid, stable, grounded. And you either work with this person or you this person might be a very hard worker. Give me some more on this. Tell me about this person. Fortune. Full Empress. Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Jin Jin. Ooh. Naughty. I would say naughty. Six of Cups. You know this person somehow. I don't think this is someone from your past, but I think you do know this person. They are single, happy, content. You're definitely getting communication, but this feels faded. I mean, you get the Empress out here twice. It's somebody new, though. This is somebody that's very balanced in their masculine and feminine. Somebody that's very grounded, and there's a strong chemistry. I mean, they think you're hot, they think you're stable. They want to touch it. They want something new with you. This person's going to be very playful, very jovial, very sociable. But again, you already know this person. Yeah, you're already friends with this person somehow. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Or they get a Virgo in their chart. You get strong Virgo, Libra, Taurus. I mean, well, you get a lot of signs here, but it could be anybody. But it's somebody that you already know. You're already talking to them, and they're very playful. They're very loving. You definitely get a good feeling talking to this person. And I gotta say, dear, they are attracted to you. They think you're solid, stable, grounded, and they want them some Jin Jin. You may actually even have a choice. You could have a couple of options, but you're going to know the one because they're very sweet. They're very playful and sociable and boisterous. This person would be the center of attention. They would. This is the kind of person that would throw dinner parties and have barbecues at the house and Big Daddy kind of energy. It looks really good though. So let me know how that turns out. You know which guy that is? Nice. Well, get it, boo-boo. Shake them little chin cheeks. Get out there and have some fun. Whoever that is very, very playful. Oh, I forgot to write down your timestamp. I'll go back and get it. Anyway, Jin Jin, thank you so very much. That is what I have for you. Yeah, message me on IG and we'll get that set up for you. But that sounds really, really good, dear. Awesome. All right, let's see. Next up, the Ogre, Mamad, Shrek. If you have time, did I get the job with the DMV? Back yet? Did Shrek get the job with the DMV. Justice. King of Cups. 2 of Wands. 10 of Coins. I would say yes. Ooh, King of Coins. Page of Coins underneath. Yes. You have manifested this opportunity and justice is yours. Keep yourself right now. We've got what? We're right in the height of the Lion's Gate. There was the full moon in Aquarius, so we're still in that energy, and retrograde ended today. So settle down, Joshua. Yeah, it looks like you are going to get a celebration out of this because you have manifested this new opportunity, and you got it. You're going to be busy. You're going to be working your butt off. I think they're still making a choice right at the moment. With that 2 of Wands, but like they might still be talking to other candidates, but I do think you got it. At least that's what the cards are saying. Damn it, I forgot to write down yours too. Joshua. That down. There you go. I don't even want to clarify it anymore. It looks like you got it. So congratulations, sir. It looks like you're going to be busy and you're going to have to start at the beginning, but yeah, it looks like you got it. All right, we are at 1 hour and 8 minutes in. Let me go get rid of some tea and some lemon water, and I shall return. Don't see. You're very welcome, Shrek. Joshua. You're very welcome. All right, y'all give me just a moment. Let me run to the little tarot reader's room, and I'll be right back after this brief intermission. Enjoy. I did put some of my other tunes from that 2005 excursion. I put those on here, so y'all enjoy the new music. I'll be right back. back. Hello, Astro Love. What is going on, boo boo? My Astro boo. Warm hearts. Fuzzy. How are you doing, man? I got your question down. Let's see, next up, we've got Miss Gia. Miss Gia. We're doing, what is that? I've completely forgotten to call out or write down. I'll go back and find them. Miss Gia, we're doing your question at 1:14:44. End of the week forecast. Okay. Let's see. End of the week forecast for end of the week forecast for Miss Gia. End of the week forecast for Miss Gia. We got the 9 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups, King of Wands, Death, Ace of Pentacles. Temperance underneath the bottom of the deck. You've been waiting on this for a while, whatever it is. You have a brand new opportunity coming in. You have this could be love, but there's only a little bit of cups here. This is more about you transforming and getting. This is something you've been waiting on. This is the opportunity, and it's from people that you know, people that you're getting a lot of attention. You're single, looking good, feeling good, smelling good, got money in the bank, and you've taken, this is you, King of Wands. That, the King of Wands is very authoritative. The King of Wands is very active. They go passionately after what they want. If it's not a hell yes, it is a hell no. And you're getting a lot of attention. You've transformed something. You've transmuted something. I'll do a little clarification on that. But it's because of something you love, something you've done for a long time. 6 of Cups. It could be something from childhood. It could even be people that you've known before, or it very well could be a past situation coming back to offer you a brand new opportunity. And that particular ace, the Ace of Pentacles, can be all 4 aces rolled into one, or it can just be a brand new job, a brand new role, a brand new opportunity. Whatever it is, it's got you ecstatic, and it's elevating you. This is the pre-Empress of the deck. This is the Empress of the Court cards. And with that Temperance card there, it tells me that this is balancing things out. This has been a long time coming. That is divine timing. Lovers, I stand corrected. It very well could be a lover situation. But although you may have a choice in whatever this is, 6 of Swords. I think this choice is going to help you move on to calmer waters. It might be justice. It might be closure on something. I think it's going to be very gratifying, very validating for you, whatever it is. This feels more like work than love, though. I got to be honest. Now, it very well could be love. If you're if this is love, it's somebody from your past. It's just somebody that she's thinking of this. It's somebody from your past. You already know whatever this is, but you are going to be getting a lot of attention. There could have been an ending here with someone, and you're getting a brand new opportunity with that person, that job, that situation, whatever it is. But it's something coming back from your past. And you are going to have a choice. And like I said, I think it's leveling you up. Tell me about that Queen of Pentacles. Star. It's either very healing or it's a wish. On that. Wheel of Fortune. I honestly, I think it's going to be left up to you. It's your choice. But there's something from your past that's coming back. I mean, it could be, again, it could be love. It could be a job. It could be about a job. Or it could be you returning to a hobby or something that you really feel passionate about. Either way, it does look good though, and I think you've been waiting on this for quite a while. But it took time to balance. If it's a person coming back, maybe they had to, change up their lives. They had to get divorced. They had to get things settled, or they just had to grow the hell up. If it's a job, you've known about this. Or a situation. Maybe it's a role, or maybe it's just something to do with acting. You know what I mean? It's something like that. But what it's going to make you very happy, and it is going to elevate you in some way. And I think it's going to be your choice. And honestly, I don't think you can make a wrong choice here. Trust yourself and use your intuition. But it looks like the end of the week is going to be bringing you some long-awaited opportunity of some kind. I mean, it could be a long-awaited opportunity to tell somebody off. You know what I mean? My career, no look in the low department though. I'm filming with an old crush. Oh, okay. Well, it does look like that opportunity is coming back around, Miss Gia. So, you know the routine. Manny, Patty, get the hairs done, makeup on point, get that perfume out, wear those stilettos, wear that little dress. You know the one I'm talking about? You know the one I'm talking about. Get the matching set, get everything all, get it all set up right. It does look like there's an opportunity coming in. There you go, Miss Gia. That is what I have for you, boo-boo. All right. I hope that helps. Hit me up. Message me on IG and let me know, Don. Be safe with your trip. Have a good time. Let's see. Next up, we have a brand new member. I saw you put in another question a second ago, Kel's Blessed. Let's see. All right. There you go. When is, I'll get you a moon card, but remember, tarot is kind of fluid. So, timing is a little for everybody, because depending on what you have on your chart, depending on what your astrology is, what you have in what houses, it can flow, and it can also you know be where you are on your journey. But let's see about marriage material. Hang on, I'm gonna go here a second. So marriage material love. What do we have? I want to go with this. Wisdom of the Oracle. Red undies. Oh my. Okay. Kills blessed. We're doing your question at 1:25:21. Kills blessed. What do we have for kills blessed? About marriage potential kind of love. Flexible. Blessed. Deep knowing. Never ending story. Okay. What this is telling me is that you got to be open. When we manifest things into our lives, we have to feel that feeling. In other words, you just have to know that I want somebody loving, I want somebody caring, I want somebody loyal, I want somebody who's supportive. And remember, if you want somebody loving, kind, loyal, caring, supportive, all of that, you have to be that way too. You have to be that way not only with yourself, but towards this other person. And being flexible means that you put these intentions out there and you let the universe do its thing. In other words, you have to focus on yourself. Your life is blessed. That means you need to focus on Kel's. You need to do Kel's things. You need to do, it says it right there in your name. Blessed. Look, let's see if I can make it line up there. Here we go. Kel's is blessed, riding around in her little conch shell. You're good. And you cannot assign a name or a face or a particular person, because that kind of goes against free will and it can block you a little bit. So what you have to do is just go with the flow. Be in that energy of loving yourself. Because as you love yourself, you will have a deep knowing that you are loved, because you were showing love for yourself. You're taking care of yourself. You're taking care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally. You're doing things that Kel's like. You're going to a painting class or a pottery class. You're going to concerts, or you're doing this. You're doing things that you enjoy. You got to get out there and be in the world enjoying your life. And as you enjoy your life, you will come across people that are aligned with you. Now, you may have been telling yourself this never ending story. Inside, they see she's like waiting and waiting and waiting. And it seems like, when is this going to end? Inside that hourglass there is a little heart on that heart, it's got a little spinner thing like you'd see in a Twister game or whatever. It's got a little arrow, and it says yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, all the way around it, and it says love me on the heart. And you may be sitting there kind of frustrated, waiting. The You have to be in that energy. Okay. And as you get into this energy of self love, realize exactly, you got to flip the script. You got to realize that you're blessed. You have a wonderful life. You can have fun. You are free to do what it is that you want. But you have to make this happen. You have to take the actions, and you have to be flexible. You have to go with the flow of the opportunities that the universe brings you. You know what I mean? So just be open to the things that are out there. And as you love yourself, as you go around, you need to affirm, I am blessed. You need to go into the bathroom, look into the mirror, and you need to tell that empress in the mirror that you love her and that she is blessed. She has an amazing life. She has the opportunity to live this life. That by itself is a 1 in 400, 400 trillion chance. You've already won the lottery, the mother of all lotteries. And the more you pour into yourself, the more you care for yourself, the more you care for your emotions, the more you do things that you like, love, the more you go towards your path, your purpose. And you can find that out by learning your astrology, learning your birth chart. You find your North Node. You figure out what your Chiron is, what house it's in. That'll tell you what your life wound is, what you need to solve. And there are different things online that can help you do that. And you need to look up your North Node, find out what sign that is, figure out what house you have that North Node in, and that will give you a clue as to what your life's purpose is. The more you move towards that purpose, doors will just start opening up. The universe is going to toss you little curveballs here and there. You said you wanted to be happy, and you think you want this over here, but you might actually want this over here. And so you kind of have to go with the flow and see the opportunities that the universe brings you. And the more you look within, the more you look at yourself, the more you explore this planet and new experiences and new things and new people, the people that are aligned with you will come along. So you have to be flexible. You have to realize that you're blessed. And when you are these things, your intuition will heighten. It will. And you will have that deep knowing that something is on the way for you. Because right now, you're kind of feeling that never ending story of when's it going to come? When's it going to be here? When's it going to be here? Well, the more you think that, the more it's not coming because you're not feeling loved. You don't need another person to feel loved. And I know you want marriage, but don't you want a happy marriage? And you don't want somebody just to come along and, oh, is that guy right there? Is he gonna? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, he gave me a ring, and then you go get married, and you find out, he's, an axe murderer or something. You know what I mean? So you don't want to just be focused on marriage. You want to be focused on you and your happiness and your blessings. That is what's going to bring in that kind of love. What do we have for Kills Blessed? Get a couple of cards on this, and then I'll get you a Moonology card. Hermit. Knight of Cups. The Fool. The Moon. The universe is waiting on you, boo-boo. I know you may feel like you're waiting on the universe, but it's actually waiting on you. You don't see this opportunity coming in yet, this marriage material kind of love. There's a need to go within and look at your own light. Kells has to shine her light. Figure out that north node. Figure out your life's purpose. Figure out your path. You don't need somebody else to do that. You don't need a marriage to do that. You have to do things from within yourself and for yourself. The Hermit is somebody that does a deep introspective dive on their own healing. You know, inside that lantern is the star. The star is healing, wish fulfillment. You know, what do I want? What is it that's really going to make me happy? Because if you're not happy within yourself, nobody else is going to be happy with you. And you definitely don't want to get into a marriage with someone that you don't like or have nothing in common with, or you know, you get married to them, and if you don't get to know them and you don't know yourself, you don't know how to put up proper boundaries, and you don't know how to, you know, you don't know how to relate because you don't know yourself. I mean, think about that. A relationship is exactly how two people or two entities relate to one another. And so you have to have a relationship with yourself first. When you do, and you show yourself that kind of love, you realize exactly how blessed you are. You're flexible, open to the possibilities of the universe. That's when your ships start coming in, is when you take a leap of faith on yourself. Go on that trip, take that extra class, you know, get the continuing education degree, get the bachelor's degree. When you know, go on, take yourself out to dinner, go to that fancy restaurant you've been waiting to go with your friends, you know, over here to this place, and have fun and get excited about life. Take that leap of faith, because the prize that you're waiting for is one that you're not seeing because you're not putting yourself in front of it with people that you're aligned with. So you have to do that introspective work first. But it will come. Look, I set that moon card down and look what's underneath it. The Nine of Pentacles. That is the pre-Empress card. That is a card of looking good, feeling good, smelling good, happy with oneself. Single and all by yourself. You have got to really enjoy life by yourself first. That takes an introspective dive. I think that's where the blockage is here. I'm going to put that right down here. Let's get you a Monology card and see what it has to say. We'll get you a couple of these. Need some advice and a little bit of timing for Kells. Now, these can go back a year, they can go forward a year, or they just might be describing the type of season that you're looking for. Disseminating moon, time to breathe out. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Confidence is your key to success. Sorry, y'all, if y'all hear my washer and dryer going off, it's buzzing in there. Underneath the bottom of the deck, work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Scorpio season is coming up. It's not too far away. Take time to breathe out. Again, there might be a need to sit down and take a look at your own self. Time to breathe out. Just breathe. Take a minute. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. This is an Aquarius season. That would be what? Aquarius season is going to be late January, February. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Now, we just had the new moon in Leo, which tells me that you're just starting on this. And then you have worked through your fears. You got to get past this that, you want that marriage material kind of love, but you have to have that kind of love for yourself first. You have to be kind, sweet. You know what I mean? You have to be caring of yourself. And you have to be discerning about who you give that to. But you are blessed. And you just have to be open and flexible to the opportunities. Doing this, getting into this high vibrational state, is going to heighten your awareness and heighten your intuition. But you've got to work through your fears. Get out of your comfort zone. Do things for yourself. And have that self-love. It does require introspection to get there. But you will get there. You might not see it right now. It might feel like a never-ending story. But once you get here, you're going to be glad it's a never-ending story. Okay? You're a blues traveler. Just wait. Time is the beauty of the road being long. There you go, Kels. That is what I have for you. Thank you so much for your membership. I do hope that helped. If you have any follow-up questions, dear, just, I'm always trying to take care of new members. So hit me up on IG, Instagram, if you have Instagram. But I will be doing more members lives as well. So thank you so much. I do greatly appreciate your support. God love you, dog. I will keep you on my little list. All right. Let's see. We've got Astra Love. Astra Boo. What can I expect in love? Well, nothing if you don't quit asking for it. What's going on, baby doll? Let's see. What can Astra Love expect in love? What can Astra Love expect in love? Nine of Pentacles. With the Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Ten of Wands. Two of Cups. High Priestess. Empress. Okay. Um, your is that Astrolove? Ace of Wands, yes. Another two. Fool. Queen of Swords. King of Cups. King of Cups. Alright. And where's that then? Hanged Man. Boo Boo, you're kind of setting up your own blockages here. You have a new opportunity available to you. But, I mean, you're ready. Oh my! See, this is your lady wand. You are at a fevered pitch. You are ready to grab that wand, like ready. Where is my wand? I want a wand. I need a blanket. I need a towel. We're gonna need a 2-cycle engine. I need some latex outfits. Where is my wand? Somebody better have a pickleball paddle. I've already got my safe word picked out. I got some restraints. I got a special chair. You got to calm down. You got to see things from a different perspective. You're you're causing yourself the burdens. You're at the 9 of Pentacles. It's time to grow up. Queen of Pentacles. But you've got to take a leap of faith on this. You've got to get serious about life. You need to drop the burdens and the past illusions and all that. You grew all of these ones. The more you're, I'm ready. I want a wand. I want a wand. Well, look how many wands you're carrying. All 10 of them. You gotta just whoa, horsey. Whoa, camel. Whoa, camel. Whoa. Because you are it's like you're getting in your own way here, because you've got to get more serious, long-term, goal-oriented about this. You can't just find somebody that you want to hook up with and then go here and talk to so-and-so on da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da-da and get over here on social media and do that and Queen of Pentacles does not do that. He's very grounded, solid, stable, very confident. You have to take a leap of faith into the other direction. See how the Nine of Pentacles, she's facing this way? And look, let me show you something. Look at, see her? See? See? Look at her. Look at her. Now look at her. Now look at her. This is where you're at. All wandy. Ready to carry another wand. You're carrying all this energy and it's time to grow up. You got to see this from a different perspective. You got to get still, you got to get calm, you got to get stable. You have to take a leap of faith for yourself and level up. This is a choice that you have to make to get serious about life, to find those true, solid, stable opportunities. Not just ones. Who's going to be the long term? And to get to that long term, you got to get here. From here. King of Cups. This is about you mastering your emotions, about you being discerning about who you let in your energy and who doesn't. This doesn't mean be a little snob. Doesn't mean, no, you don't deserve to talk to me. Or you can talk to me. I'll hear you out. You have to love yourself. You have to master your emotions and be the best version of you. This is the Empress of the lower arcana. Also happens to be the card of Virgo. So is this. But this is you. You also have to learn to put the sword down. You've got to be serious. You've got to take your life under control. That's when the connections come in. And when it does, it'll be light, fun, playful. It'll be a wish fulfillment because you're there spending time with somebody. Quit worrying about what social media says. Quit worrying about what so-and-so says, or, anybody in your family, any of your friends or whatever. What's making her happy? And when you learn to get still and settle your mind and grow up, that's when that solid opportunity comes in. But it takes you mastering your emotions to be able to do this. Not only your emotions, but your hormones too. And you need to be careful because, you're going to end up with your hormones going everywhere. And when they do that, you're going to want somebody solid and stable by your side. Not with you out just all over the place. Now, I'm not saying you're just out wandering around sleeping with anybody. But this is causing you a burden because you're energetically you're all over the place. Your energy's a little bit over here and a little bit over here and a little bit over here. You have some decisions to make. You want something solid, stable, committed, then you have to master your emotions and be solid, stable, committed. And it feels like energetically you're all over the place, which is causing a burden. It is literally blocking this. You have a connection, a new one. You're going to have to use your intuition, and you're going to have to get content with your own life. You've got to level up from the pre-Empress to the Queen of Pentacles to the Empress. But you have to master yourself. You have to master your emotions. You have to calm down. And hey, and look, if you want a connection, it's one thing to be discerning, but you also need to put the sword down. It's like you're fighting this a little bit, and I'm not, it's got to start out in a nice, playful, light spot. You already know this. You've already got your intuition to use as a guide. Your body, your emotions. Who is it you're happy talking to? Who is it that is helping you to level up or helping you to realize things about yourself? And are you working on leveling yourself up? You do have a connection coming here. Two of Cups, King of Swords, Ten of Cups, marriage, truth, love. But you've got to use your intuition. You've got to trust your body. You've got to trust the universe. Watch for the synchronicities. Meditate. It's like, and don't get me wrong, this isn't about an age thing. This is more about an energetic thing. You're back here, but you're all over the place. It's almost like you're impatient. You have to get calm, steady, and take a leap of faith for yourself to level up. Make the right decisions from within without influence from anybody else. There are new opportunities coming. You have to master your emotions. You need to put the damn sword down, but still be discerning about who can approach you, okay? You have a new connection coming. It's going to be light. It's going to be fun, but it's also going to make you feel good about being you. The universe isn't going to, if something's for you, it's not going to put complications and difficulties in the way. It's going to feel good. Now, it might put some little hurdles to try to test you to see if you really want it, but this is where you have to trust your intuition. And when you get that kind of self-happiness, and you've mastered all four crowns, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords, Empress. Ten of Cups, King of Swords, Two of Cups. Could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You got Libra, Taurus here. Pisces, strong Virgo, Aries. It feels like you've got to quiet your mind, and you got to quit listening to, Sally and Susie and your cousin Rachel and, all these different people. You got to quit worrying about what the media says about it, what Instagram or TikTok says about it. Stop. Realize where you are, what your dreams are, what you actually want to manifest, and don't compare yourself or your happiness to anybody else's version of it. Remember, every time you look at social media, those are cherry-picked versions of people's lives. It's not real. You know what I mean? People pick and choose what they put on their social media accounts. They do. And therefore, you're not getting a full picture. You're getting a false narrative of what's going on. I hope that's understandable. But it seems like you're carrying all of these other opinions and all of this excitement and all of this with you, you got to drop it. You've got to drop those burdens. You got to be good on your own. You're already looking good, feeling good, smelling good, ready to go. We know that. We know you're wandy. We know you're ready for some slap and tickle. Got it? Breathe. Calm down. You've got to make good choices without worrying about anybody else's opinion, without worrying about TikTok or Facebook or Instagram. Be confident on your own. That's when the new comes. But you got to use your intuition. Ear to hear to hear. The universe is asking you to level up. Pay attention to those good things around you, the people that make you feel good, the people that make you actually feel like you're leveling up, the people that are supporting you, helping you, guiding you, the people that make you feel supported, the people that don't judge you for your past and will actually support your future. You know what I mean? That's what I got for you, Astro Boo. I do think you've got something coming in, but I think the universe is asking you to just set the burdens down, set the other opinions down, set the TikTok and the social media bullshit down. Just sit, be with yourself. Take care of you and your kids. Do things that make you happy. And look around you at the people in your life that are actually there for you. And the more you serve her and the little ones, the more you're going to see the real options start to appear. Okay? Thank you so much, Boo Boo. I appreciate you. And of course, I forgot to write down timestamp. And I've lost my pen in the process. What the hell? There we go. Extra love. Okay. Sure and get that one. And the one pen I have picked up is, I got a graphic artist. I've got 1,600 pins in here. 4 of them actually right. Oh my God. All right, y'all bear with me just a moment. I'll be right back. We got Queen Tiki up next. Queen Tiki, think of your actual question. You say you don't know what to ask. Think of your question. And I'll be right back after this brief intermission. I've also got to get another pen. Anyway, be right back, kids. Hang on just a second.
If somebody pushes it. If somebody pushes it. in midair. If somebody pushes it. If somebody pushes it, everything stops in midair. Everything stops in midair. Somebody pushes it. Everything stops in midair. If somebody pushes it. If somebody pushes it, everything stops in midair. Everything stops in midair.
Uh-oh, y'all. Mojo's coming.
Then I saw the canvas.
No, write it down. Or Coco, I have your question down. Let's see. All right, Queen Tiki. Back here. Queen Tiki, we're doing your question at 2 hours, 9 minutes. What's coming in the L department for me in the next month? Licorice, licking, luggage, the lavatory department, the laparoscopic department, the little department. I know. It's true. A little bit of a smart ass. A little bit. Yeah, what's coming in the licking department? What's coming up in the lollipop guild? So let's see about Queen Tiki's lollipops. What is coming up? And see, she's already there. She already needs a towel. What is coming up for Queen Tiki Boo in the love department in the next month? Shuffling troubles lately. I'm hoping that's just a retrograde thing. I'm hoping it will change. You know what I'm saying? What do we got for Queen Tiki the next month or so in the love department? The Ace of Swords. The Fool. Ooh, Knight of Cups. 4 Swords. The Hierophant. 6 of Wands. Six of Cups. Okay, well, you know the cards pretty well. I don't think this is something from your past. I do think you know what this is. You're manifesting somebody that is healing. You are going to be getting a lot of attention, or are getting a lot of attention. But there's new communication. There's something brand new coming in. Now, you're setting your boundaries up. You're sticking to your own Queen Tiki Boo rules. Look, there you are. Little Queen Tiki Boo crown, little sachet, little dress. Got your little scepter. Got your keys down here, and look, you got a couple of people bowing at your feet. You're going to have to take a leap of faith. You may even have to travel, or somebody might have to travel to you, but you are getting attention. You're going to have to get out of your own rules a little bit, I think, though. You are going to be getting an offer it's going to make you very happy, but you need to realize that you are healing and this person is healing. You could be dealing with an Aries, a Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, or a water sign. There needs to be a sense of nostalgia and love here. In other words, this person has made you happy before. You have good memories with it. It could be somebody. This could be a past life thing. with that 6 of cups there. Tell me a little more about this for Queen Kiki. The moon. The world. There's a new idea here. Nine of Cups. You could be communicating with this person online. You might have to travel to them again, then travel to you with that world card. But there's a cycle that needs to end. It looks like your single days are coming to an end. There is communication. There is a new idea, a new spark. And I think this is a new person. With the 6 of Cups there, it can be somebody from the past, but it's more about happiness and happy feelings and reciprocity. But I think your ships are coming in, but you have to actively work towards it. This might even be you ending a cycle of just sitting around waiting and speaking. You talking people up, you communicating. You know what I mean? Because this 9 of Cups, the 9s are all about self, but this is about loving yourself. If you see something you like, give yourself a cup of love and go ask. What's somebody going to do? Say no? And if they say no, then they don't want to know, so fuck them. This might be you going to having a new idea and going after what you want. Quite literally, going after what you want, saying what you've got to say. But hey, I'm interested in you, And if they act ugly about it, then they're not for you. If they are kind and reciprocal, then that they're for you. You see what I'm saying? But there's a need to heal this a little bit. There's some kind of insecurity about this. But you have to manifest this. I mean, we've got some very passionate. I mean, look at that world card. See the 2 dancing? You got your little Queen Tiki cheeks. And ironically enough, a Polynesian setting. Very, very affectionate Nine of Cups. If you've already got an idea of somebody that you want to speak to, they have no idea. None. So I think you are the one that's going to have to take the leap of faith to get this attention that you want. Because you're waiting on those ships to come in, but she's climbing the ladder for her 301. She's not waiting for her ships to come in. She's going to get the damn ships. I think you have to speak here. Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. And it might go against your rules, but welcome to 2025. Ladies, I'm sorry to say, 99% of the time, you're going to have to make the first move. Guys have been called creeps. They've been blasted out online. They've been, had charges pressed against them for harassment and all this other stuff. I mean, this is the environment that's been created in dating. It's true. So if anybody out there is wondering why guys don't approach, why they don't say anything, that's why. They're not going to risk their freedom, be embarrassment. I don't even think anybody's worried about rejection anymore. I mean, if I were to ask somebody out, hey, if they say no, they say no. All right, see you, bye, and you move on. I don't see that that's that big of an ego thing. It's more about the fact that if you approach a lady, if you ask something, you run the risk of them taking all of your private DMs and putting it out on public blast, or getting called a creep, or getting, I'm serious. And that sounds, you say, damn it, you don't chase, but welcome to 2025, Queen Tiki. If you're interested in someone, you are going to have to say something. You are going to have to take that leap of faith to get the attention you want. You are going to have to do that. You are going to have to climb the ladder to have your ships come in if you want something affectionate, so that you get that Ace of Cups to add to your 9 cups to get to the 10 of Cups, so that you can possibly go to a higher level of commitment. This is an insecurity that you are going to have to heal. You're going to have to get over it. You're going to have to work a little abracadabra. Could be dealing with somebody at a distance. You might get a victory out of that. But you might be a little stuck in the ways of, well, I don't chase, I attract. Well, guess what? Attract is a verb. So you're going to have to do some attracting, which probably means you are going to have to speak up. Because again, if you see something you want, you're going to have to, it's going to take a hell of a lot. Yeah, if you're exactly, if you show interest, they should be able to know it. Don't be dropping hints. Don't drop hints, okay? Ladies, if y'all haven't figured this out yet, guys ain't doing the hint shit anymore. It's half past the monkey's ass. We got things to do. I got bills to worry about, a house to worry about. We got jobs going on. We got, blah, 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 blah. Quit. Enough with the fucking hints. Say it. Say it. Say it. Hey, I think you're cute, and I'm kind of interested in you. I'd like to get to know you better. Yeah, and that assume makes an ass out of you and me. I do think you have somebody coming in. I do think you have happiness. I do think you have a cup of love. I also think you have to take the leap of faith. You have to climb that ladder. You have to do some attracting, Empress. Speak your truth. Take the leap of faith. I'm interested in you. This is what I'm reaching for. This is what I'm going for. Here's my little cup. The worst thing they could do is say no. But I think if you actually do this, you might find that guys out there are kind of, they're thirsty of it too. They're tired of not being able to just approach women the way they used to and say hello. I even saw a video the other day about this little girl was all upset because there's no more catcalling, no more whistling, no more flirting. If you give someone your number, it's a clear sign, right? It depends. It depends on what kind of relationship you have. If you are interested in someone, you need to say, I am interested. Signs you could be dealing with, we've got what? Cancer, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo again, Taurus, Aries. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. I mean, this is the environment that's been created after 20, 30 years of guys getting blasted on social media, called creeps, threatened with harassment, blah, 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 blah. I mean, you got to understand, in today's environment, one guy might flirt with somebody and, oh, he's cute. That's great. And the other guy might do the exact same thing. And, oh, my God, I'm calling the police. He's harassing me. Hey, listen. That's the environment. That's the kind of situation that guys are facing. And don't get me wrong, some guys have got little fragile egos. I'm sure there's some of them that are worried about, rejection to a certain point. But, I mean, I'm quite secure in myself. And I'm not, listen, I might befriend someone or ask them for a cup of coffee. Hey, do you want to go get a cup of coffee sometime and get to know one another? And then you get the other flip side of that coin is I see a bunch of these ladies out here that are like, coffee? What do you mean coffee? You want to go for a walk or get coffee? You need to take me to a 5-star dinner. I didn't even know you. The whole point of this is to get to know someone. You know what I mean? So why in the hell am I going to spend $300 on, some fancy dinner on someone I don't even know? Exactly. Same girls, but again, it's a matter of, that's the environment. That is the hostile dating environment that's been created. I think you can have what you want, Queen Tiki Boo, but if you're interested in someone, you're going to have to come out and say it. Stop dropping hints. Say, hey, I'm interested in you. I would like to get to know you better. and then go from there. Start up a dialogue. Start, you know, doing the little dance of questions and getting to know one another and da 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 da. And then uppity chicks. Yeah, I mean, and hey, listen, there's a lot of little girls out there that have very, very falsely put on an empress crown. You know, I'm sorry, they have. Well, I'm an empress. You know, you need to treat me right. You need to buy me, you know, 5-course meals. You need to do this and that. And hey, listen, once you get to know someone, that's all well and good to maintain a relationship. Let somebody know that you love them, care about them, respect them. But you really have to take the time to get to know someone, especially before you expect that person to invest into you. And the way that you earn that trust, the way that you earn that respect, the way that you earn that friendship is be consistent over time. Be honest, be open. Trust me, guys want to love. They do not want to come home to a challenge. They do not want to spend time with someone that's either too demanding or blah, blah, blah. I mean, it seems like there are a lot of ladies out there who really have put on that empress, you know, title with no merit behind it. An empress is loving, sweet, kind, nurturing, empowered in her own right. You know, I mean, it's a very sweet, wonderful, but yet very, you know, smart and capable woman, or feminine. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But from what I can see there, Queen Tiki, what you need to do is, if you're interested, say it. And again, if somebody reacts ugly to that, just back away. They're not for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Women have to meet men halfway. You've already made it a federal crime to whistle at somebody or say, "Hey, I think you're cute." You know, okay. Well, what are you supposed to start out with? A dissertation? I mean, you got to get to know someone, and there needs to be usually an attraction. So you've taken away the ability for men to say, "Hey, I think you're attractive. Would you like to get to know one another? Would you like coffee? Do you want to go on a walk? Da, 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 da. There's so many little minefields out there for guys that it's impossible, and that's why guys are not going to approach. This landscape has become too dangerous, too much of a pain in the ass. Ladies, if you want something, you're going to have to speak up and you're going to have to take action. And don't get me wrong, once you do that, the guy should match. But why should you, you know, and don't expect somebody that you don't know to, you know, dump 300 to 500 or whatever on a meal. I mean, you know, the economy is what it is. Things are doing what they're doing. But, you know, I heard somebody tell me recently, well, I'm only going to, you know, I'm not going to accept. I heard a little girl say this, and this was a little girl. Well, I'm only going to accept what I deserve. I'm not going to accept any less than what I deserve. What do you think you deserve? You're 300 pounds. You're, you know, not, you're rude, pushy, overbearing. You don't give anything back. You barely clean. You know, you got somebody else's kid that got all these other problems, and there's just all kinds of stuff going on. What is it that you think you really deserve? Because I think some of those standards have been put way, way too high. Yeah. So no, I'm not saying that's you, Queen Tiki. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I know you're a very, very sweet person. But I'm just saying, with the environment that's out there, you might have to go and take a leap of faith and go a step further than what you're used to. That's all I'm saying. But it does look like, once you take that step, that there's something there. Your 9 of Cups will be met with another cup. And then you can get out your pickleball paddles and your toys and your weirdness, and we can, people can hang swings, and you can get lubricants, and you can just get all freaky with it. So that's what's coming to you in the licking department. All right. Well, I gotta move on. That's what I've got for you, Queen Tiki Boo. I do hope it helps, Charlie. Let me know how it turns out. And again, speak up. Say something. I mean, the only thing somebody can do is say no. And if you're approaching the right kind of people, you'll know, because even if they say no, they'll let you know that they're very flattered. They're just not interested, or blah, blah, blah. And they'll remain very cordial about it. They're it's somebody that's going to be elevated enough to not make things weird or awkward. It's just, okay, we're in this position, and that's not the way to go. But hopefully they have a good liquor too. Yeah, Queen Tiki wants somebody who can lick the alphabet. Probably the preamble of the Constitution too. All right. Let's move on to Coco. Coco, we're doing your question at 2:36:45. All right, Coco. Do I make the right decision with my inheritance? Is that supposed to be did you or do you? Did you make the right decision with your inheritance? I know English is not her first language. Coco, are you still here? Where is Coco? Coco. Well, I think the question is, did I make the right decision with my inheritance? Okay. The big thing is, Queen Tiki, you just want to make sure that you're doing the initiating, right? You're starting it out. But from there, talk. Get to know the person. Get to know who they are. It's all, everybody's wanting to, real quick to find out what the lickings are like. It's not really the most important part. I mean, seriously, don't get me wrong, chemistry and sex is very important, but it makes up how much of a relationship? Like maybe half to 1%. Think of the actual amount of time that you're spending in bed together. I mean, even if you're going a couple of times a week, that's still a very small percentage of time. It's not the initiating of I'm talking about getting to know someone, that initiating, not the Hey, did you see these? You know what I'm talking about. There's Coco. Yes, that's it. All right. Did Coco make the right decision with her inheritance? Six of coins. Seven of cups. Justice. Wheel of Fortune. Page of coins. Queen of Swords. Emperor. You did, but it's going to be a very slow process. I'm not sure exactly what, the Seven of Cups is options, confusion, illusion, all of that. Seven of Cups in the reverse can be making a choice, and this he's about to catch the thing, so you may have chosen to give up something or whatever. In time, you will figure out that yes, that's the Emperor, that's the right decision. But it will take time for that to be seen. I hope that makes sense. So, did you make the right decision? Yes. But you're not going to be able to see that it was the right decision until later on. I think you're going to be just fine and you will realize the truth. It is going to pay off in the long run, but it's going to be a long run. I mean, because there's still some kind of pissiness or energetic boundaries that need to be put up, something like that. But I think you did. It's just whatever decision it is you made, something's going to be made right. Something's going to be brought to justice, but it's going to take time to do with that Knight of Pentacles there. So, I see. Yeah, you accepting very, very little. I mean, this guy's about to catch a very small coin purse or whatever. Somebody thinks it's the right decision, but eventually there'll be a house or eventually it's going to be made right. Something is going to be made. There is going to be justice out of this situation. So, there you go. That is what I have for you, Coco. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. I greatly appreciate you. Any of y'all that are kings or queens in the membership thing, we need to do the monthlies for you. So if you are a king or queen level member, email me or contact me on Instagram, and let's go ahead and set up your reading. All right. Well, I am fixing to shut it down unless anybody else has any questions. Susie Q or any of the mods, any of the members, whoever, Pam Bear, anybody else want a question before I shut this down? Because I am about to shut it down. Whatever the cards show for Pam Bear. Okay. Pam Bear, are you ever going to actually have a real question? No offense. I mean, I'll pull cards for you all day long. Where's Newbie Me? I didn't see Newbie Me's question if she had one. Newbie Me, if you're here, put your question in the chat. See, Perry, Mojo. I don't see a question from Newbie Me. But Newbie Me, if you are here, put a question in there. I will be glad to answer it for you. You scroll back across Queen Tiki's thing that says, who needs a safe word? All right. Well, Newbie Me, if you would like a question, put it into chat. Let's go ahead and do Pandas. Pam Bear, we're doing your question at 2:46:36. Whatever the cards show for Pam Bear. Yeah, you can email me or hit me up on Instagram. It's mainly a matter of just setting up a time. So. What do we got for Pam Bear? We got 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, Ace of Coins, Judgment, um, 10 of Coins. Is that Pam Bear? Yes. Is that Pam Bear? No. Page of Cups. Pam Bear, there's something where you feel left out in the cold or ignored. I mean, this could be from the universe, it could be from somebody, but you feel stuck or stagnant and you need to see things from a different perspective. There's a new opportunity coming your way, and it's kind of waiting on you to flip the script. There's new collaborations and then judgment. This is like it's going to be giving you a brand new passionate beginning. 10 of coins. It's a 10 of coins. 8 of wands. Travel. Communication. The moon. You don't see this yet. There's some area where you feel left out in the cold, or there's remorse, regret, sadness. Somebody, you feel like maybe the universe forgot you, or somebody was mean. They didn't try to heal things. So that page of cups in the reverse, they didn't show any love. They didn't show any empathy or care. And you feel like you got left out in the cold. You feel like you got ignored or washed over somewhere. This could be, I mean, it could go all the way back to childhood. I mean, because you see this little kid here. But there's some kind of energy of remorse, regret, sadness, and it made you feel stuck, but you don't need to think that way about this. To get unstuck, you need to flip the script. Try this. If you have a negative thought about something, even if it's deep in your mind, even if it's something little, immediately say the opposite positive thing. Right now is a powerful, powerful time of manifestation, and we need to be in our highest vibration. We need to be feeling good. We need to be thinking positive. We need to be, have our mindset on intentions. And the universe is kind of waiting to give you this new opportunity, this brand new thing where you have all the money, you go travel, you go do what you want, and it's all hidden, it's all waiting underneath the surface because of some kind of lament, regret, remorse. Either you feel that the universe left you out somehow, or somebody left you out somehow. And the thing is, there's something that just wasn't meant for you. We all come to this place with tests already lined up. It's like signing up for a college semester, and you signed up for the, the senior level math courses or something, and you signed up for 8 of them instead of just 4 for the semester. You know what I mean? Tell me more about this for Pam Bear. Eight of coins. 6 of cups. Yeah, it's something from your past. Knight of wands. Two of cups. You feel like there's a lot of struggle and a lot of burden in this. 8 of coins is putting work into something, but I mean, look at, she's not real happy. You're going to have to put the work into solving whatever this is, healing whatever this is, because you've been struggling with it a long time. 2 of coins is being busy, 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 busy. And I think this is more on an energetic sense. It's something you forgot. Maybe you think that the universe needs to be fair so you can go travel or whatever, but it's been fighting you time and time again, and it seems like it's going really, really slow when you want to be going really, really fast. Well, then you have to take the leap of faith to have a relationship with yourself. Remember, we're all connected. We are all part of Source. We are all part of one energy. We are such stuff as the stars are made of. And we ourselves are the journey of the stars, of that material, of that energy. In other words, whether any of you believe it or not, you are the universe. So when you say, well, the universe isn't being fair. Okay, well, then you need to stop being unfair. Well, but see, Joe, no. The universe is supposed to give it. Okay, well, then you need to give. You need to do. But, Joe, that's not right. The universe hasn't been fair because, well, okay, then tell me why you haven't been fair. You have the power to create anything and everything that you want. But this is almost like you're fighting yourself. You're not wanting to do the work. There's something you're not wanting to face, something you're not trying to heal when you need to heal it. And you feel like you've been left out in the cold. You feel like you're not getting any love. You feel like things are unfair. There's remorse, regret, sadness. And you feel like what would be fair would be this brand new opportunity, this collaboration. It's almost like you feel there's an unfair judgment against you or something. But the fact is, you have to do the work and make that happen. You have to take that leap of faith for yourself. Show yourself that cup of love. I don't know if this is an energetic mindset or if you have to do something physically or, you know, if you're just changing your mindset or just changing up your energy. But the fact is, behind it, I mean, the arguing about this, the sadness, remorse, regret, depression, all that, if you turn right around, there's that Two of Cups. There's that prize from the universe that you've been waiting on. And it's one hell of a prize. But you have to take action for it. And that doesn't mean literally take action. I mean, it's mainly just energy. But the universe is waiting for you to collaborate with it. It wants to bring you this new pinnacle, this new wand. It wants to bring you this good, whatever this good is. It's trying. But there's something, it's stuck and stagnant because of this, because you're fighting it. Five of Cups, Five of Wands. Something got to change. But Miss Pissy Britches here doesn't want to do the work. She doesn't want to turn around and see those two cups that's sitting right there standing up. She wants to pay attention to all those spilt cups. there's something that has to change, whether it's a forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of other people. There's a mindset change that needs to happen. And on the other side of that is the prize, the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands, 10 of Coins. And look at this dude. Here's the universe. Like, what the hell's Pan Bear? What the hell, Pan Bear? Come on. WTF? What are you doing? Throwing his hand up like, it's all set up. What the hell? But there's some kind of forgiveness, some kind of empathy, some kind of love. And it can be just about using your intuition too, but it's about changing a mindset of some sort. And I don't know, like I said, I mean, this could be forgiving yourself. It could be forgiving other people. It could be forgiving the universe if you think something's been unfair. Whatever. Universe is waiting. And, you know, remember, we are the universe. And it is a frustrating concept to wrap our little human brains around. Trust me, I've punched walls, I have thrown shit, I have said strings of obscenities that would make Satan himself blush. It'll be right though. Just takes time. Gotta do that work. And that, I mean, it's not the easiest reason to call it work. You know? Anyway. Is there anyone else who would like a question? If not, I am going to shut it down for the evening. You think you've run Satan off a few times? I don't know that that's possible. I really don't. Because you can get as feisty and think you're a spiritual badass all you want to, but it's not a matter of trying to run that energy off. More to say, accept the shadow side. Well, we got to know all parts of ourselves. And it's not the easiest thing to do. It's really not. Anyway, Satan's. Oh my God. Gee. All right. Well, I don't see anybody popping up there. So I am going to leave it there for the evening. Thank you all so much for your support, your love, your kindness. It just have passed 2 years, just have passed 5,000 subscribers. I really do greatly appreciate each and every one of you, especially my members and my mods. Thank you all so much for your kindness, your love, and your support. You've made this an absolutely fabulous journey, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Again, if you're a Kings or Queens level member, send me a message either via email or on my Instagram. so that we can get your private read done for August. I'm going to leave it there tonight. Um, you guys make my job worthwhile every single day here on YouTube, and I do greatly appreciate all of you. I'll be back. I'm going to try to be back on here in the morning. If I can't be back on in the morning, honestly, it'll probably be Wednesday morning. So I don't know. I'm just gonna have to see. Right now, it's back to school season, and I've been absolutely besieged with little back to school designs and all kinds of stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of have to play it by ear. But I will be back very soon, and I will be doing another members read very soon as well. Thank you all so much for your love and support. Thank you for your likes, comments, shares, subscribe. If you are seeing this and you are not a member and you're interested, all of that information is linked down in the description box. Thank you all so much. Please remember to stay kind out there. Come at every situation with a cup of love, compassion, and understanding. You never know what people are going through. So please, please, let's all be kind out there and good to one another. Thank you all so much. I will see you guys very soon. Watch out. As soon as I know something tomorrow, I will put up a link for the next read. But honestly, at this point, it's just a matter of getting some phone calls and emails and figuring out when I'll be back. I am going to try to be back on a more scheduled schedule here very, very soon, though. But I'm going to leave it there tonight. You guys have a fantastic evening. Please, everyone, take care of yourselves and stay safe out there. I will indeed see you all on the next video. And until then, bye for now. Love, love, love. Peace, baby. Y'all have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Good dog.